Now, Cherie has set a nation date. Do you know that?
Yeah.
November.
When is it?
1st of December. Oh, I thought January.
November 30? November 30.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it is.
November 30.
1st of December. Could I ask
Yeah.
you?
Sorry, and I get to be rude, but we're new. I'm new. I don't know what that means. A nation.
To be a national vice president, the fourth level of management.
All of.
No, Cherie.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're part of Cherie's team,
Right.
so she's building a nation, right? Now, that date is set to cast a vision. Okay, now, if Cherie set that, it gives you permission to step up into your leadership. So, between now and December 1, you can create anything you want. Anything you possibly think is possible can be done. So, whether you've come into the business and you're brand new, in 3 months you can be in your Mercedes like Debbie Neal. Yeah,
So Tracy, so it's, you know how there's 4 levels of management are one? So district manager, area, region, and then nation. So all it means is that me going nation is everyone else achieving their goals, whatever it is that you want to achieve. Is that cool?
So
you
what we achieve helps to promote.
We all rise together.
We all rise together.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, no, so that's okay because so for example, you might go, I want to go region. I'm really hungry for that. But what it will take in your business might take, for example, a lot of people going district manager, or a lot of people going area manager in your business, as well as you sponsoring new people and things like that. So it all goes on volume.
Yep.
Everything is a volume base, but the title is the end result of that volume goes through the business. So yeah, so that's what it means.
Yeah, and when you lift the lid like Cherie's doing, it lets you all go to the next level. Because right now you're where you're at, and Cherie's where she's at because of the vision that's been casted, and it's amazing. But imagine if the vision gets casted even bigger, what you could step up into your leadership with, and what you could actually create. And so she's set the vision now, and it's lifted that lid off to give you all permission to step into her role as a regional vice president or an area manager. So I want you to think, right, what would I like to create by the end of the year? Whatever you want to create can be done if you apply those light bulbs that we just said. And all it's going to come down to is if you're willing to help other people hear about this. So if you just found 4 people to join your business between now and the end of the year, you would all elevate to the next level or one after. Like 1 or 2 levels would just come from that. And when I create an area or a district or a region or a nation, instead of just thinking and hoping and wishing and wanting the QB to come through, I actually block it out. Like I actually go in and create the region. So I'd say, right, Katie, here we go. We're going to start your business and get your starter kit. I want to help you find those 3 people straight away to build your business with. Let's get them started. Let's find their people. You find someone over here, an extra person. So you've got 4. Now who's the 5th one? And you're getting them started and you're getting them strategized to their goals. And all of a sudden you can pop. If you just found those 4 people even by the end of this month, seriously, just find those 4 and get them straight into first step area qual. Q, Stacey, Chloe, Kelly, who else? Christy, they all went first step area straight away in their first month. And 3 of them, of those names, went in 10 days. So it's just about getting the numbers. It's just about thinking less and doing more. So thinking, right, who's the next person? So right now, after the whole conference, who's the next person you're going to sign? Who's the next person you're going to sign? When's that appointment booked in? When's that next appointment booked in? Like now decide to get in and help them achieve their goals. So we all want to have that hunger to create our elevation. Now, region and nation is the most amazing level of business because it does change your life. An area manager is great, but regional vice president and national vice president actually means that you help more people. When you help more people, what happens? You make more. When you have more time, you can help even more people. When you make more income, you can even help more people. So it just grows and expands from that. So just think, right, who are the next 4 people you're going to sign into your business? Do you know who they are yet? Yeah, there's like heaps of nods. If you don't know, decide now who you're going to ask and get asking straight away. So you want to block out your business and start going to that next level. If you all found 4 people and took them to first step area manager by the end of the month, you do first step region qual. That's it.
So you skip, if you're a consultant sitting here now, like Debbie Neal did, she skipped district manager, she skipped area and went straight to region.
Yeah, you can do that today though. It's just about finding the blocks of people. Okay, the people that have people that have people and getting in front of them quickly. So you get signed up, you get them straight onto your iDesign, you get their inviting session booked in, and you get in front of their 100 people. That's it. And so that gets their business going. And that, like Debbie says, you see how the leader that you might sign might not always be the leader. But breathe the belief into people so that they know that's possible. So, for example, if you're meeting with someone, your goal is to find what their desire is and show them with absolute conviction that you can help have that desire met. Okay, so the only time someone will say no to you is if they're not 100% certain in where you're headed. So that's why we say it comes down to your belief. Okay, so when you say, Debbie was signing people, and I've had so many experiences where they're like, just sign me up, I'll just come with you. Like Debbie's like, right, let's do this. And you know, those girls are like, I'll just come, like, sign me up. Like, because they're so convinced that she knows where she's going. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if they understand it. It's not about the how, it's about the what. Okay, you want to travel the world? This will give it to you. Let me show you how. Come with me, I'll take you to the top of this company because that's where I'm going. It'll change your life. 82% of women in network marketing make $100,000, or 82% of women in the world make $100,000 because of network marketing. It's the way of the future. You know, there's 5 points it must touch. A business must be in health and wellness for it to be absolutely trajectory booming. It must be in the 21st century business model, which is network marketing. It must be consumable, and it must be a new business for global expansion. So you don't want something that's in 80 to 100 countries. You want something that's in a few countries. Yeah, so when you put those things all together, and it must be over 20 years old. They're like the 5 things to look for when you're joining a network marketing company. We tick all 5.
I think there's only one.
What's the one?
That one.
That ticks all 5.
Yes, Lucy, that's exactly right.
So just decide that you have the ticket. So like Lucy has that vision of this is the best company in the world and the best place to be, that's what you want to say to people. So when you say something when you speak to people, do you let that belief come across? Are you willing to say that? Now, you saw that I signed a girl up from Sofitel tonight in her break on Facebook. But it's because when I got out of my car, she was like, I love this car. And actually Josh said, oh, my wife has this from her business. And by the time I got out of the car, I was like, put your number in here. I want to tell you all about it. So all through the conference, she's had videos sent to her and like info sent to her and all of that. She's like, I'm so keen, let's go. So meet me in my room, when's your break? 5:30, came to your room. I said, I'm creating 10 millionairesses now. Do you want to be one of them?
Unreal.
You can be $1 million digital nomad because that's what I help you create. Regional vice president is $1 million business. National vice president goes from there. So if you're looking for stocks or property or return on investment, most of the world looks for 6% return, right? A regional vice president making $5,000 a month is 6% return on $1 million. That's like you saying, I've got $1 million in the bank and I get paid interest off it every month at $5,000 a month. How amazing is that? National vice president, $20,000 a month is 6% return off $4 million in the bank. It's a multi-million-dollar asset you've got to offer people. People are buying property, they're buying shares, they're buying stock, they're buying this, they're buying that, just in the hope that they might make a return off it. Okay? You're guaranteeing them, if they build this, 6% return off $1 million or $4 million. So of course you'd walk up to someone and say, I'm helping people become a multi-millionaire with $1 million asset that you get paid off every month. Would you like to come with me? That's the conviction you've got to have, because that's what you've got. The only time someone will walk away from you is if you're not sure of what you're actually taking them to create, which is your conviction. Conviction and belief is everything. People that rock in this business straight away or any time just decide that they're going to believe that they can. And that's the conviction that comes across in their conversations. So just go, right, I'm going to do it. There's nothing stopping you. Is there anything in the way from any of you going to the top? Because if there is, don't all say the same thing like whatever, this person said this, or opinions, or how do you ask? None of that. Is there anything really in the way for any of you to create what you really can in this business?
Only ourselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The last group I spoke to said the same thing. Scott said, in Q's team, only us. I'm like, yep, that's it. So can you have a decided heart and decide that you're not going to use excuses? you're aware now, you're educated enough now to know what your mind's doing. Okay, you know what excuses feel like and sound like. You know what limiting beliefs sound like. You know what doubt sounds like. You know what fear. You know what? None of those matter if your vision is big enough. So what really are you creating for people? What really are you giving over to people? Are you giving a little Arbonne business of $65 in the hope that they might make $1,000 a month? Or you're offering people a multi-million-dollar income asset that will compound over time, that they can run from their mobile phone as a digital nomad wherever they want in the world with whoever they choose? Like, what really do you have to offer, and do you cast that vision to them? Now, anything is possible. The compensation plan states that you can be a regional vice president in 90 days. It states that you can build, and imagine how many families out there need a $5,000 check a month in 90 days' time. They've just found out they're redundant, that they're having another baby, that they've just lost a property, that something's happened, their partner's losing their job, their family's sick, they're going to have to spend time in hospital. Who do you know? 90 days they can have $5,000 a month. If you look at our site in the health and wellness section, healthy living program, in 4 months of just nutrition sales, you can create $5,000 a month. Okay, so who do you know that you can help with that? Right? Who do you really know? And who can you give this over to? And who can you paint this vision for? The compensation plan also states that you can become a national vice president in 5 months and make $20,000 a month, minimum. My first check was $24,000 at national vice president, and I was there in 11 months. That was not even what that's even slower than the compensation plan states. Do you think a company would put something out that wasn't possible? Why have we decided that it takes 3 to 5 years? Do you know why? Because that's the average. So stop thinking the average is what we do. We are not average. Our team is not average. And I know that my nation will, and your nation, our executive nation, will be the difference for Arbonne Australia. We will be the ones that raise the bar, that change the tone, that get the sales up, and actually go and show what's possible. Because you know what? Most people are out there playing in the average pool. Do you really think you're an average person?
Hell no.
Not if we're here, no way.
To get hungry. Like, get hungry for your dreams. Like, show up. Be on Zoom. Be on everything Sheree puts out. Anyone that's not here, unless there's a really good reason, is not all in. Unless you're on Zoom, unless there's a really, really good reason, you're not all in. You've got to be all in. For who much is given, much is expected. You've got to show up. You've got to get on Zoom with your camera on and be all in. Chase Sheree for what you're doing. Not wait for her to try and find you. Right now, like we have Katie. Who are the area managers in here? Katie, I knew that. That's
Fiona's in Qual.
Fiona's in Qual. Yeah, beautiful Fiona. Katie, Fiona, and Katie have all declared their region goal to me. They are going to be in their white Mercedes-Benz before our AAC was even on. Who from today thinks or wants or declares or knows and says that yes, okay, do you know what? If it can be done, I'm going to do it too. Who else wants it? Amazing. Let's make a movement. Let's get so busy that December 1, so many qual that in Mackay or in Brisbane, we have to have a multi-region celebration. We were putting on so many cars in 2014, 2015, we actually started handing them out 2 at a time in our nation. There wasn't time for 1 at a time, it was 2 at a time. Let's recreate that and let's shift and let's get back in, because this is not hard. It's simple, it's effective, it's fun, and you can do it in an hour a day. Don't let your mind take you out of the game of what is so doable. You are all amazing. You're amazing because Sheree's amazing, Katie and Fiona are amazing. They've attracted you and you've attracted them, and we're all executive national vice presidents in here. I just want you to decide that you're worth it, that you're enough, and that you're willing to do the work. You saw those girls on the stage today from every walk of life, right? Successful from every walk of life. There's lawyers in this business. There are stay-at-home mums in this business. There's college dropouts in this business. There are doctors in this business. Do you know what sets them apart? It doesn't matter what they've come from, it's what they're willing to do in their own business. So create that income asset that compounds over time, create something really big, and let's all do it together. Like, let's cheer each other on. Can we create a Kemp Nation boxer that we're all in? Do you have one?
No.
Can we create one, all of them together? I would love to be in it. I want you to share all your activity though. Accountability group. I've just sold an ASVP. I've just signed someone up. She just went first step. She just bought a healthy living. I've got 2 people in the 30 days program. I'm doing this. I want to hear the win.
I just booked my first party in 12 months for Tuesday night.
So in your boxer, put in what you sell. We want to know. Take photos of yourselves at launches, in activity, share the excitement. And when that happens, you'll want to be a part of it too. Be someone in there that shows other people what's possible. That's how we cheer each other on between now and the end of the year. That's how we actually do it. And I've had amazing conversations with lots of you in this room that are like, big vision. So now's just the time. The best months in Arbonne ever, in the whole of the year, are September, October and November. They're the biggest months. My business has tripled in 3 months before. Just in that time. So wherever you're at, just think, right, I can blow it out. You saw Stuart Armfield today, 2,500. If anyone does 2,500 this month, by December 1 you could be on 100,000. If Stu can,
We love him. He's beautiful.
yeah, I love him. He's like a very good friend of mine, but he's like hilarious and like all over the place and like, you know, he can do it, we can all do it.
Cass, tell the girls about your story, because a lot of the girls wouldn't know your story, what you come from.
Okay,
so most of you wouldn't, would you? No.
I don't think I've heard all of it.
So in 2013, I went to AA. I became an area manager in 6 weeks, and because my sponsor said you're going to go first step area straight away, that's just the norm, because that is really the norm. Okay, that's what we should all be doing. And by 6 weeks in, I was a full area manager. So I qualified halfway through, finished qual halfway through the month. Then I sat there for a few months. It came up to May, and I thought, right, you know, I'm a brand new area manager. There's this conference called GTC. I'm going to go to GTC in Vegas. So my upline wasn't going. I didn't have a team like that. Oh, I had like 2 people in my team. They couldn't come. I was like, I'm just going to go and see, right? So I went over to GTC, and I sat there and I thought, wow, this is the real deal. It was incredible. Like, there was all these people getting grand awards, and they were in all these amazing dresses, like amazing dresses. And I thought it was a fashion parade to break up the conference. And I was like, oh, well, I'll people are talking, so I'm just going to go have dinner, and then I'll come back for the fashion parade that's on later. Like, not even realizing it was training. Like, no idea. So if you're sitting here thinking, I just saw a conference, but I have no idea what I'm really a part of, that was me. Although, by the end of the conference, I remember saying to myself, okay, this is huge. I'm not just going to return as a region, I'm going to return as a nation. And that was in the May. So in May, I did 20,020 QB. For those area managers, you know that that's area manager bonus. So I did it by 20 QB, by basically a lip balm. I remember landing, because I flew in on the night of end of month, and my sponsor posted, Cassandra's done her area manager bonus, and I just thought I was so cool. I thought, wow, I've just done it. Like, I've actually bonused. But I had made a decision. So I got off the plane, and between area manager and national vice president was 6 months. So in May I did 20,020. In June I did 29,000. Then I did 71,000. Went into region qual. I finished region on 110,000. I did 155,000, 165,000, and then 242, and I finished nation in 6 months. But that was made off the decision, which I think a lot of you have made today. I just said, why not me? Why not? Someone said to me, you only have to elevate 4 times in this business, just get it done. It's way more fun at the top, You get paid more, you get treated more, your travel's paid for, your hotels are paid for, just get it done. It was like pulling a tooth. I was like, I'm just going to get it done. I just want it done so I can enjoy growing my business. I just made a decision. But my excitement and my urgency, and I was like, come with me, I'm taking you to the top. I picked up the phone to Kelly Budnick after 7 years of never even hearing or talking to her or seeing her. We graduated from uni, and I thought, you know what? Someone said to me, who's good at what they did at uni or work? And I thought, Kelly was good at uni. Like, she was a really good student. Okay, I'm going to offer it to her. Literally signed her up, sitting on my bed, over the phone. She was like, if you say it works, we're going to give it, I'm going to give it a go.
one conversation.
Yeah, one conversation. Most people I sign now, or I have always signed, I expect to do on the spot. Okay, so people will if you cast the vision. Yeah. So just cast it big and don't be afraid to say what is. So I said, look, Kelly, I'm an area manager. I'm matching my school income. I'm going to the top of this company. I'm going to have a white Mercedes-Benz soon. You can too. I did calls to Stacey Doyle in the car park. I was talking to Chloe Robinson. I was talking to Danny. I went and met Danny's auntie in a shopping centre. That's how Danny Leask is in the business. I was an area manager, finished school, drove to Brisbane to meet her in a shopping centre for half an hour. She didn't sign up, but she said, later on, she said, oh, my niece wants to do it. That's how Danny's in the business.
But while running, how many schools? You had dance school.
Yeah, I had 2 dance schools,
salon.
hairdressing salon, and 2 dance stores that I'd created dance lines for. Plus, I was a full-time high school teacher, and I was doing my PhD, so I was busy. But I had time because this was my empire. I made time for my empire. So if I say to you, right, how busy are you? Okay, how about if you make $5,000 a month by the end of the year? How much about if you were to make $20,000 by the end of the year? Would you find the time?
Sleepless.
Yeah.
You just find the time. If you're scrolling Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're watching TV, you've got time. Okay? The house will get really messy. Who cares? You'll have money to get someone to come clean up for you. I remember when I took one of our nations to National Vice President, she had a spare room, and I said, why is it so clean? She was like, look in the room. And there was a mountain of washing as tall as me because we'd been going nation. So she was so busy that the washing pile was as tall as me, and I have a photo next to the washing pile. Like, it gets crazy.
Oh.
It gets crazy, but it's amazing. And you can't have freedom, like Debbie says, for free. And you can't have the balance without creating. No, an entrepreneur has created a lifestyle that they love on their terms by just doing what everyone else is doing. Network marketing attracts people that don't just do what everyone else is doing. You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to have that hunger, you want to have that date. Do it for your team. If you elevate, you're doing something for other people. Katie will become a regional vice president when she helps her team members make a full-time income in Arbonne at an area manager level or a district manager level and help pay their bills, or regional vice president and change over a 6-figure income for someone. Like, that's when a leader elevates. Like, Katie here will, she's going to become a regional vice president because she took the onus off her and she thought, I'm making a good area manager check. I want to help 4 people in my business do the same. If you elevate and you rise other people, you'll automatically rise. And Cherie's committed to becoming a nation because I said to her, right, who are your regions? Who do you want to help make 6 figures a month? She was like, this one, this one, this one, this one. I said, if you do that, you're going to become a nation anyway. So let's commit to helping them do it. She's like, yep, let's go. I want to do that. You only get paid for helping other people. So your check will always represent how big your heart really was and how much you made it about other people instead of how you feel. A good month and a bad month is just how much you were willing to help others. An elevation or not is how much you're willing to help others. And maintenance has to go. A maintaining business is a dying business. You cannot maintain. When did it become okay to put your head on the pillow $2,000 out from an elevation? When did it become okay to put your head on the pillow $500 out from a cash bonus? Who's the district manager in the room? You all have a $250 bonus every month. If your boss said, right, Jan, you do this, help 5 people come into our company and buy some things, $250 is yours. Would you do it? You would do it. Why is it okay to leave $250 on the table? So the area managers have a $500 bonus. Do you know that's $6,000 a year in bonus? How many jobs out there say, look, do you know what, this is your pay packet, just the bonus is $6,000 a year? How many people do you start this business with and you do their inviting session? Who's done an inviting session? Awesome. If you haven't, you need to sponsor someone and get your inviting session done ASAP so you know exactly what that is on the site because it's game changing. In that, one of the first questions in the end of the game plan interview is, this is how the reason you do it is so you know how to help people. The question is, what would you like to earn per month? Do you know how many people say to me, do you know what, $1,000 would just be amazing? Oh, do you know what? At the second level of management, just the bonus is $500. Heaps of people say $500 would change their business, their family. Oh, just the bonus at the first level of management is $250. So you've got a $6,000 bonus. If your boss said there's $500 extra every month, would you leave it on the table? No way. And as a regional vice president, you get $750. It's amazing, isn't it? Nearly 10 grand in just bonuses. But do you go and get it or do you leave it on the table? You know, like a maintaining business is not okay. We can't maintain. Maintaining business is making it about yourself. You've got to bonus. How do we bonus? How do we rock anything? How do we pop our businesses? We go and find 3 people this month, and get them all to go first step area. At least get them to 2,500 each. That's 7,500 QB into your business straight away. If you're doing 2,500 right now, you're brand new, you might have just done 2,500 this month. If you found 3 people to do their 2,500 with you, and how do we make 2,500? We get them their nutrition set and their RE9 set, some makeup, or worst case scenario, we get them at least the RE9 and nutrition. You help them find 5 people straight away to do their 30-day program with them, and that's 2,499 QB. Straight away. Like that day. If you find 3 people to do that with, everyone, even if you're brand new, you'll go first step area this month. Area manager is where I match my full-time high school teaching job. Do you know when you work for the Department of Education, your bonus for the whole year, and your last check just before New Year's Eve, you get $900 as your yearly bonus.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What's that a month? Less than $100 a month. It's like $80 a month.
At area manager, which is
Go back to that step. So does everybody understand that? Like, just go back and break that down again. So if you, what did you say? So you, by the end of the month, you have consultants sign up. They get the minimum, the nutrition, the ASVP, the RE9, and they find 5 people to do the nutrition with them before the end of the month.
Yep.
That worked out to be
2,499 QB. That's a 2,500 block.
So you can be on 0 right today.
Yep.
Like 0.
So this is, if you're on 0 today, this is what I would do. I'd find 3 people to join my business straight away. I'd buy my RE9 in nutrition, and I'd get all of them 3 to buy their RE9 in nutrition. Plus, I'd find 5 friends to do the 30 days with me, starting September 5, and I'd help those 3 find 5 friends to start their 30 days by September 5, and I'll do 10,000 this month. That's it. But then you also, those 3, you help find their first 3 frontline this month, and you help them also get their RE9 in nutrition and find their 5 friends each. Guess what? You've just done 40,000. You got first step.
40,000 is?
First step region.
Yeah.
This month. So when you're like, I want to get 100,000, how does that happen? Or 20,000, how does that happen? That's how it happens. It's like broken down. It's like, right, you plus you plus you plus you, help you plus you, where's your 5? Okay, yep. You create a district, you create an area, you create a region, you create a nation. You know the chart, the 2500 block chart that says first step region on our tracking document, and all those bubbles are 2500? Look at that and think, I've got to put someone's name in every bubble. The sooner you do that, you'll go first step region. There is no reason why any of you can't go home, pick up the phone to 100 people, you'd have 4 frontline, and do that same process with them. You do 45,000 because you'd be on top of the 4. Does that like excite the pants off you? I'm like, you mean, do you know what would happen if you did 40,000 too? You get paid about $1,000 to $1,500 per every 10,000. It's always works out like that. It's always right. Even when you do 160,000 for Nation Qual, your check's always about 16,000, right? 10,000 for every 1,000 for every 10,000.
Yeah.
If you went first step region this month, which it can be done 100 billion%, if you're serious about it, you would go. On September 5, whenever we get paid, you would make a check of about $4,000. That would be a full-time job in Australia, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The next month when you finished it, and you could say 56, your check would be about $6,000. When you bonus it the next month, that's when you start to make your 10. Once you bonus, you get your extra 750, all that, it gets to about the 5 figures. You could be on 5 figures by December 1. What would that do for you? What would that do for your family? Gone are the days where you go to university to learn how to do this. We show you how to do it. There are 4 people in your life today that have watched you on Facebook, they've watched you on Instagram, they're thinking, I want to ask her, but I couldn't ask her. I wonder if I could ever do what she does. That needs cash and wants to look younger and healthier and happier. Are you willing to pick up the phone to actually ask them? Because if you do, you'll be rewarded. If you think, right, I'm going region, that's it. 1st of December, I'm going to $5,000, $10,000 check every month for the rest of my life, and you decide on what the what is, the how will show up. Don't even worry about the how. It will come to you in the most radical ways. I said to Josh about a week and a half ago in New Zealand, I said, right, do you know what I want? I want someone on the Gold Coast that's a millennial, someone really good on social media, like 20, 21, 22, that in 6 months I can put in their car and is close by to where I live, so I'm all in with them. We pull up here, this girl Kayla, she's like, I've been looking for an opportunity, I'm 21, I'm all over social media, I want to be in my car. That's it. Like that
Done deal.
is the how showing up. And I said to her, I'm going to take you to your car. You're going to have it by December 1. And that certainty is just, that's all you've got to give. And she said, it's so nice to have someone that believes in me.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, like so, but that's you to all these people, and they might look good, and they look wealthy, they're not, or whatever they look like, or whatever you think of them. Like Debbie Neal was already on 6 figures. You would never have thought, you know, she needs this, or lots of us, you know, we might not have been in a situation where we needed it, but it would give us a replacement of what we needed in much less time. That's why lawyers and doctors love this. Not because they need the money, they need the same money in 10 hours a week. Yeah. So, yeah, so many people need this. Like, you know, if you're making $100,000, you're probably working 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week to get it. Show them how to make $100,000 in 20 hours a week. Isn't that so amazing? Okay, so we've got a nation date. It's going to happen. Are you willing to step up into your power and actually create what you deserve?
Yeah.
Are you willing to back Cherise? It's so funny how each group is different. Like, it's like crawling all over the restaurant. You're like, oh. So, I'm like, are you ready? You're like. Are you willing to back Shree to her goal so that you can help more people come into your team? Yes. Do you think she deserves to be back? She's amazing too. I love her. She's an amazing leader, right? I tell you what it takes to create a nation. It takes a tribe of people that have you back. If you build someone else's nation, guess what you show your team? That you're worth backing to nation as well. You can't get to region without helping build someone else's region. You can't get to nation without being part of building someone else's nation. What you'll learn in becoming a nation will set you up to be a nation. The way she leads, the way she shows up, the way she'll train you, you'll think, I remember when I was going nation with Cherie. I get excited about that. I think, do you know what? It's not just about me. If we show that we're a nation, we can show our new people that we are a part of a nation. And then we can create a nation. And I know what it takes to become a nation because I watched my upline Cherie do it. So come with me, because if my upline can do it, she's teaching me, so I can do it next. So that means I can show you. Your belief will blow up if you support Cherie, but she's there and she's only set the goal to give space between where she is and where she's going to let you become where she is. She's like, I'm done with region because other girls and women need to step into the experience of being a region. So, who wants to be, let's say, region or area by December 1? Minimum. Let's create a movement. Let's come back with like 20 cars on the road. You know? And guess what? It's easier to do quickly than over a period of time. And you know, if you think area manager will change my life, go for that. If you think region will, go for that. Okay? Is there any questions? Like, is there anything in the way? Does anyone have anything in the way? Because if there's nothing in the way, it's going to happen. Is there anything in the way? If you think Cass is crazy, well, we thought she was loving, but in person he's hardcore. I said to Cherie, I was like, get me in front of your team. Get me in front of your team. Where are they? She's like, right, we're doing it. I'm not here to muck around. I'm here to like play big. But you like, it's so powerful if you do it.
And Cass doesn't speak like this. Like, this is the big thing I always love. Is like, our leaders don't speak like this because it's like a pie in the sky. They speak like this because it's like they've done it. They've seen it done over and over again. So we've all got exactly the same. We've got the same products, the same opportunity, the same training, the same system.
Yeah.
It is the only difference is us.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to, it's your call. The ball's in your court now.
Yeah.
You know, we're here to support you, we're here to back you. You know, we'll become a nation no matter what you decide. Like, that's how much belief I have in all of you and where you're going. But you know what? It's so much more fun when we do it together.
Yeah.
So much more fun when we're, you know, when we're celebrating you achieving your goals. Because this is not about me achieving nation. This is about you guys all achieving your goals. That's what I get out of bed every day for. That's why I'm the crazy person of my life. That's why I come to these events. Do you know what I mean? It's because I want you to have what we've had and experienced in our life. And to have that for your family, because I know that's going to change your life. Yeah. That's going to be incredible for you, whatever that is for you and your family. That's what I want for you.
Yeah, and region is a 6-figure income. So Cherie's saying, look, do you know what? I've had a 6-figure income for a while now. Heaps of my team need that. Yeah. So I'm gonna hand over the reins of region, and if I can create this, of course she's going to benefit. Arlen's going to reward her. So, is there anything or any questions or anything that you'd like to ask?
Good. So what was your speed bump and your light bulb moment
Today?
Like just like for you to boom
In your
like
journey.
Yeah.
Oh, I just made a decision. I was like, do you know what? If you can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh wow, look at them and do I have time? I was like, right, that's it. And I was so sure I could smell and taste Maui. And I just knew what it was going to be like to get there. And if I could get there, I would have helped a lot of people. But I was so excited with what I'd seen at GTC that people just joined me left, right and centre. So be so excited for what you've seen at AAC that people just, they're like, whoa, Katie came back so different. I just actually this time wanted to join her. You might have had someone that said no 10 times, but you come back different and they want to join. That was probably my light bulb. I just decided. I just was like, if they can, I can.
Yeah.
Did you talk about GTC to these people and what the vision that you saw at that meeting, or did you just talk about the business?
Yeah, I just talked about the business.
Right.
Yeah, I think I said, I've come back from a conference that's changed my life. This is the business model of the 21st century. I'm going to the top. So I think the message that they probably heard is where I was going. Whereas before, I wasn't sure where I was going. I was just doing Arbonne. But I was so sure about where I was going, I was like, Jan, come with me. I'm going to have my Mercedes-Benz, you're going to have yours, we're going to make 6 figures a year, let's go. And you're like, well, okay, sure. Well, she seems to think that she's doing it, so I want to go too. People love doing stuff with people. So don't overthink it, make your appointments short, get in quick, make it snappy, and get the deal. How much is your time worth? Do you go to an appointment and say, look, do you know what, like, you know, none of you have to buy, it's fine, and spend 2 hours and walk over, like, think about it? Or are you actually fighting for their success?
Are you writing credit card numbers on your arm like Debbie?
No. My girl.
Like,
Oh my
are you
goodness
texting or
me.
ringing people 33 times every day for 33 days?
Yeah, that's how powerful the opportunity is, though.
That's amazing. Blows my
So,
mind.
yeah, so just be like, I just say, let's get you started. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to sign you up today. We're going to get you products, because every shop needs a set of products, and we're going to get in front of some people to share this vision with, because it's the business model of the 21st century. So, yeah, anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for running the boot camp, because it was
Yeah.
amazing. That was really cool.
Oh, so kind.
And
Thank you.
you know, even at 6 a.m. it was still
Yes.
cool. But yeah, I've like read more books in the last probably 12, like in the last year, than I have in a long time. Like as in reading properly for
Yeah.
myself, like
Amazing.
development books. So yeah, that's
Well,
been
thank
fun.
you for
That's been
plugging
fun.
in and being on.
Paul is on every single call.
Amazing.
Every
So
single
good.
call.
Yeah.
And do you know what? If you didn't have a book, an audio, a Zoom, anything from now until December 1, all of you could go region.
Mm.
You already know what to do and what it takes and how it's done. You sell a product, you get people signed up into artmon.com to start a business and share the products. That's it. So just know that from the work you've done this year, the boot camps you've done, the training we've done, what you've got access to, you've already equipped. And if, you know what? If Sheree and I weren't here, you could do it too, because you don't need an upline, you need a downline. So act like Sheree. Know when the calls are on. Get on. Put something in Voxer to inspire the team. Like, you know, share your activities, share your wins, share that, like, be the RVP. To go, you never ever, like, you never ever hear someone's elevated to region. You think, oh, that's weird. You never do. You always, you like, such and such went to region, you're like, oh, I thought they were one already. So act as if. You know, like, act as if, show up as if, do the trainings, be on them, talk to your team, get into massive activity. You don't have anything to manage or tell anything until your region. Just show your team what's possible. That's the best leadership you can do, is show them what's possible. Okay? Is there anything else, my love?
No, well, I'd love to get one, a photo of everyone together, but
Yes.
two, anyone who is ready to declare that they're going to be a region by the end of the year, let's get a photo together.
Yeah.
Let's hold each other accountable. Anyone who wants to be an area by the end of the year, let's get a photo together.
And let's have a
Region.
photo.
Yeah, let's put our money where our mouth is. And Nadine, which one is it for you? Because we'll put you in the photo.
Definitely.
I'll hold the photo up.
It has to be.
Do you feel that
There's
it's
no back to
possible,
life. There's
though?
no back to
Yeah.
But do you feel it's doable?
Oh yeah.
Jan's
I
going to be
told
a national
Nathan
vice
that this is
president.
probably going to be my last A.
Oh, for sure.
She's off
For
for
sure.
next week.
I got this.
Maybe Katie and Katie, the area managers that are leading regions, do you want to say a few words? What you've decided after your experience the other night as well?
Well, I just think region's too small, so nation is what I'm standing here thinking. But today, watching them on the stage, I actually just physically had to keep myself in my chair. I want to stand on that stage and I want
Yes.
and I want to have a voice to tell people that it's possible and what it can do, because and I want everybody to be able to feel that. So
Amazing.
yeah.
And it will. I said to Kate today, what did I say about what you've got to do to stand on the stage at AAC? Go home, write your speech.
Oh yeah, right. I see.
Write what you're going to talk about on the stage at AAC, and you'll be there. She said, I don't actually want to speak at AAC. She said, I want to speak at GTC.
Yes.
Do you know Kate's region goal? Kate's girls.
So like 1st December, so 30 November. But nation by GTC, so 30 April.
Amazing.
He's so
You guys
excited.
know this. Do you realise that you guys will have your entire nation? But what that means is it's actually not about Kate. It becomes about you guys and about the new people that you're going to meet and the people that you're going to love and that when you see those organisations standing there on the grandstands and cheering, that's going to be your people, the people you know, the people that you've helped. Like that's what I think it's so cool. It's actually not about us. It actually becomes about them. Like it becomes about them and helping them. That's what's exciting about this business. And it can be about somebody that you can meet tomorrow morning when you park your car at the soccer town. Like it sounds like can be.
All right. And I also said to Josh, I will have you in your Mercedes by December 1. And then he's like, this girl wants the business. I was like, it just happens, right? You've got to declare it though, and you've got to tell the world. You've got to tell everyone you meet, your family, the lot, just get it done. And it's, like I said, it's easier to do it quicker. It's like riding a bike. It'll annoy you slow. And tonight's a decision. You can get back on the stage next year and say, look, I made a decision. In 3 months I was a regent. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the business for. It's how long it was from the decision. Okay, but have a story to inspire people. Don't say, look, it took me 5 years to get to region. You won't be telling that story on AAC stage, will you? No. You'll be like, I made a decision, I was there in 3 months, I was there in 6 months, I went from area to nation in a year. That's what Katie's story will be next year.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, I can do it. Because do you know the whole reason you come to AAC? Is to see whether you can do it too. So we're like, you can do it, it's possible, think this. That all we're doing is showing that you can do it too. And you will, the number one human desire is to live the highest, truest vision for yourself. What you dream of in your mind, you want to live out, and so does everyone else out there. So just go give it away. Pick up the phone 100 times. Who cares? That phone call, she does 2 million a month through Canada just from those 31 phone calls.
Those crazy stalker phone calls.
I'm so up for stalker phone calls. That girl though, I was like, meet me in my room. She's like, which one is it again? I'm like, 1505. She writes it on her hand. Like, I was like, come now. Like, literally, you've got to be urgent. You've got to be urgent.
Exactly. Katie and Fiona, did you guys have anything you want to add to that?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. She's cracking up.
Yeah. Look out.
She's like, I'm ready, baby.
Handstands in that
She's
dress.
so I'm gonna do yoga handstands. I just wanted to see you girls because I've set a region date of December 1, and that's my goal, and we're gonna do it. But I see that means that Jan doesn't have to go back to work full time by the end of the year when her husband's getting a redundancy. That means that Paula can be at home with her 2 little Ethiopian babies and not, be at home when they're when they go to school and they're growing up. And Nat's going to be travelling in a caravan with her family around Australia, and they're all national vice presidents in my eyes, and it's for them and for their team and what's possible for what they're creating as well.
Amazing. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry. So do you know what? You can be 3 regions and make a nation.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'd have to be an executive regional vice president because I'm going region.
You know what? Katie's role
Made me cry.
is to build the 3-future region. And Katie's role is to build the 3 or 4 or whoever her team is to region. And Shree's job is to believe into these 3 girls to go region and nation. Like, that's our job. We get paid to believe in people. So I want you to be on these 3 like daily. Let's cut the
Scarlet, the white queen.
And Fiona has declared region to me as well.
Yes.
And she's like, I don't see this is Fiona. I love it. This is so how powerful her mind is. She mess boxes me. I don't see myself as a regional vice president. I see myself in the top 10 income earners. I actually am going to be number 1.
High five.
This woman. Like,
love it.
Debbie the other second.
And I said, well, I'll sit next to you. I'll sit next to you in the top 10, okay?
I can do it.
So I'll tell you a story. So when I started Arbonne, my upline MVP was the number one income earner in Australia, and I was like, Discover Arbonne, not even signed yet. And she said, you know what, I make $60,000 a month and I'm the number one income earner. I now stand at number 6 and she's number 7.
Wow.
So you can stand ahead of me and Sheree.
I'll be more than happy. I'm fine with that.
I'm really happy to let you be the one. But I will race you to it.
I was like, top 5. Maybe top 1 was too big. Top 5.
No.
I was looking at today. I was thinking, top 5 would be really good with. But yeah, number 1. And I thought, you know what? The only thing that limiting is me. It's possible. And I like coming to these conferences because, I mean, we all self-doubt, but I'm like, they're ordinary people like me. Everyone has a story, and different people resonate with different people. So I think I am the only one that's limiting myself, and I want it for different reasons. Anyway,
It's done.
Amazing.
Done.
Alright, let's get our photos.
So I love that, Jen. Do you know what? Just get over those feelings. Like, just get over it. I came back from GCC. That's probably one thing. I was like, I'm just sick of not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the stories that I'm just telling
Understand.
myself that I'm not doing it. I'm just going to do it. Like, have you had
Exactly.
enough of where you're at?
Yeah.
yes, I'm embarrassed almost where I'm at because I thought, and not that not embarrassed, but I think I've had enough. Yeah,
I've had
I've
enough.
had
Because
enough.
you're annoyed because you know you're worth more.
I am.
And more powerful and you do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But to say that too,
Goosebumps.
though, like my personality doesn't usually say that. So, but I do think it inside, and I have to believe it. And
Done.
yeah, does that
So
make sense?
I totally get it. So I'm sitting there this afternoon as Debbie's speaking, and she's like speaking all that, and I was like, I'm actually annoyed that I'm not the number one income earner yet. I'm actually annoyed of myself, of all the stories I've told myself that have held me back. So I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Because I set out, that's my goal. But I was like, I'm actually like, what have I been mucking around doing to not be there yet? Like, get over yourself. That's what I actually thought today. So I was like, right, it's on. So I know that feeling.
Donkey
And you'll
Kong.
feel it at every level as well. So like, it just makes you hungry to achieve more.
And what's your date, Cass?
35. The 14th of May, I'm going to be 35 and I'll be the number one income earner. And I
Woo!
told Debbie, and she knows it. And I said to her,
Don't
at
even
dinner-
not keep your word to Debbie.
I know. She said to me,
Fear for my life.
literally, she was like, what number are you? And I said 6. And she said, you can be the number one income earner. And I was like, 100%. She said, when do you think by? And I said, you know, I've always said I'll be 35 and I'll be the number one. And she said, I would have said I'll give you 2 years to do it. She said, how old are you? And I said, I've just turned 33. And she's like, that's 2 years then. She said, and then she sent me this text message that says, I can't wait to be at your party when you're the number one when you turn 35. I was like,
Wow.
and so I said to her,
Which Debbie?
what's your goal? She said, number one in the company for sure. I said, well, what's your date? And she said, actually, I've never set one. And she said, maybe that's why I'm not there yet. I said, you have till the end of conference to tell me your day. And she just said to me, just let me think about it for the weekend and you'll have one before I leave.
Wow. Good
So
on you,
tonight,
Cass.
it's on. I'm like, right, what's the date? So we have a number one deal together. But yeah, 35 will be it. So next year I'll walk as number 3 and then I'll be number 1 the next year. So that's the goal. Let's go. Right. That's if Sheree doesn't, Fiona doesn't take it.